Okay, we're now on page 124 in chapter 6. And this is a piece in F. Since we just learned the scale for F major, we're going to be looking at a minuet by the father of famous Wolfgang Mozart. And his father was Leopold Mozart, also quite a famous composer in his day. And let's take a look at the whole piece. I always like to start as a pianist with the left hand because that's where we often see the chord progression. And you can see we start in an F position. And then the next event is the 4 chord. So don't forget your B flat. Back to the 1 chord. Okay, now here's the tricky part. B flat, C, down an octave, and then tuck in and put your thumb on F, C, F. Right there, measure 7 and 8 is definitely going to be the most challenging part of this piece. The good news is if you look the whole piece over, you'll see that comes back, and so once you put the hard work in, you do get to play it again at the end. So you'll want to work really hard on this, extending your hand out to the octave, then contracting it in and opening it up again. So it's a lot of what we call, this is called contraction when you're smaller than a 5-finger pattern, and this is extension when you're larger than a 5th. So left hand has to really move around there. Let's take a look at the right hand that far. You're up on a high F, and you are going to be, I would put your hand in an extension right away. Put your thumb on an A, because you can see in measure 2 you need that A. So it's F, C, A, C, F. Nice crisp staccatos. Now move the thumb to B flat. We're going to break the rules and thumb on black key. And then go back to the A and C. Now move your hand to a 5-finger pattern on F. B flat. And unfortunately that move to the F position happens at the same time the left hand is doing all of that moving around. So this piece sounds fairly simple, and it's not. So, but if you put in the work, you can make it sound simple. So I'm just going to play it hands together there. Now move to F position, octave in the left, and then down to F. And the B section, so if you mark the form of this, what we just played, those 8 bars would be the A section. And then the next 4 measures I would call the B section. And luckily it's nice and easy. You're moving to a C major 5-finger. It modulates to C major. Left hand is only playing C octaves. So it's quite easy, and it's stable position. And what happens, you're going to go back and repeat. And it's also a little softer. So this comes from the Notebook for Wolfgang, and that would have been something that Leopold wrote for him when he was a toddler, like 3 or 4. And these were little pieces that he was learning to play as his dad was teaching him. So work, as always, hands separately within sections. Mark the form, work within sections, and work hands separately until you're ready to put it together.